Hello and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Darkest Dungeon. And we're going to go into, well, not into the dungeon, but into the adventure, per se. We want to spawn the last of the bosses in the Warrens. In practice, that means we're going to do this medium quest in the dungeon here for the Warrens. Plus, bleed resistant. I don't tend to consider that very valuable, although there's definitely places like higher difficulty in the coves where that'll probably be useful. And we're probably basically going to take this team in. We have a couple alternatives, right? We could bring in... yeah, we've got a couple different alternatives. Although we've got three Hound Masters, right? So it's sort of like, which Hound Master do you want to take? And then we've got an Adventurer Man-at-Arms. Yeah, we've got one Hound Master, one Adventurer Man-at-Arms on the bench, and I think that's it. So it's basically got to be this team. We can change one of the Man-at-Arms or one of the adventurers or one of the Hound Masters out for Man-at-Arms, but I don't feel the necessity there. Hopefully we don't get too much stress here in this delve to trigger the boss. Our guys should be ready and equipped to go in. So we're going into the Warrens, medium Warrens. Let's go ahead and obviously want a bunch of torches. I'll go 2 stacks of torches. Maybe don't need as many as I usually take. This is the medium quest. We'll go ahead and take the 24 food, because that way we can keep our guys nice and healthy, and or burn some for stress removal. Always take a key, always take at least a shovel. Warrens in particular, let's take a couple herbs, a couple of holy waters. On Apprentice, we maybe don't need this many number of bandages, but we're going to take that many number of bandages. And we already had 2 herbs in the queue, so let's put one of them back. Already had one in from one of our... I don't know if it's the leper or the abomination bringing a herb in, but I think we'll roll out with this. Spending up most of our money, so we're hopefully going to get decent returns on our expenditure here on this delve. This should also trigger the boss. Hopefully we don't level too many up to level 3, so we can fight the boss with what we've got left. The Warrens is the only apprentice level boss besides the randomly spawning ones.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Oh, and we've scouted the secret door. So we know one place we want to go. We want to go to the secret door. I do need to basically go 90% of the room, so I think we're just going to go out, up, and sort of that path around. So it's going to allow us to minimize the amount of backtracking. Of course, that is going to take us into a fight right away. Although maggots in the hallway are not too bad.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands. Back to the pit. Executed with impunity.
There we go. Nice easy fight for the beginning of the dungeon here. Always like when we see those. Oof, tapeworm. These guys are fairly blight resistant, but we can still get pretty decent, this is surprisingly something decent dots on them with the blight anyway. They're much more vulnerable to bleed, so we got them bleeding. Got that one marked. Okay, the slasher is dead on the next turn.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, let's take advantage of that target to bring that one down. That's just the one up front. Let's go for the self-heal on you. Everyone on the team here has self-heals, is how we're going to heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, so the Swine Chopper is dead on the next round. So everyone has their own self-heal, so we'll probably just dump a bunch of self-heals here until he goes. Although I might do, I think the one in the back has a stress heal. Party-wide stress heal. So I might take that one as well. Yeah, here we go.
The slow death.
I didn't get the last heal off, but
Unforeseen.
it is what it is.
Unforgiving.
I believe we can use the herbs on the table here. Get more food.
Packs
Yeah.
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Upcoming trap. We got 100% disarm with the Houndmaster, so we'll have Houndmaster disarm it. Can use the medicinal herbs to get a buff. I don't think we want the buff. Same thing. It's going to be use medicinal herbs to get a buff. I think we're better off with loot and or food. Buff. We did a scouting report, so we can figure out whether or not we want to go to that last spot. I think I do. Go up there, interact with the battle, and interact potentially with the curio.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Okay, so the curio is a table of food. Probably not the best result.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear. Annihilate.
Using the target to get effect, the mark for get effect. Drums of Doom. More stress damage than anything, really. Mark the drummer so we can bring the drummer down next time. Finish the muncher off.
Eradicated.
There we go. We'll go for the heal. Heal, and more importantly, the stress heal. I think we're going for a little bit of a stall here to try to do some stress healing. Don't necessarily need to do HP healing, but the stress healing would be nice. Can you hit him with the chain? Did that stun him? Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna bring him down on the next round. We should go before him. The leper won't, but the rest should. I think we'll actually have you heal. Offset the bleed a little bit, and then we'll use you to finish him off. There we go.
Decimated. A trifling victory.
We might as well distribute that food, because otherwise we'll
But
lose
a
it.
victory nonetheless.
We're not going to harvest the table here. Although we could harvest the table here. There's nothing stopping us. Books. We're going to ignore the books. And we are going to go to the secret room. That's where we're going to stop next. Oops. I walked a little fast and walked into the trap. We'll loot the chest, or loot the object. I do want that shovel. We probably don't need as many dog bits in this quest. So we'll take the shovels as the dog biscuits. Dog biscuits are very good for focused damage. We hopefully don't need to do in this quest. This is where we're going to use the key. We would like to loot all 3 of these. I think that is better than the gold and the citrine, so we'll drop the gold, drop the citrine, take the 3 of these. Oop, got a surprise, that's good to see.
Press this advantage.
Get rid of the stress casters first this time. I'm actually going to have you continue to try the stress heal. We'll probably fix most of his stress during the rest in the middle of the dungeon here, but... Okay, no stress from that. We can go with the stun again on you.
Their formation is broken.
Finish off that worm.
Maintain the offensive.
And yeah, you go for the stress heal. Okay, I'm not too worried about the ball and chainer here. We stun the guy in the back, so he's going to come off of stun, and then we'll actually probably put him down. Okay, so a little worried that he'd actually go before us. We'll just put him down before he comes off his stun.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I want you to stun the chopper. We come off a stun. He takes the bleed, comes off a stun. He's probably at the end of the initiative, so we'll take the stress heal on Leper again. The stun's probably better raw damage. I probably should have done the stun, but I think we'll still get him down with just Just the dog attacks, hound rushes. There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm gonna take the rest here. That way we can try to get some of this loot in our inventory.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Prevent the nighttime ambush. I'm gonna let the mask down, reduce your stress a bunch, and then I can remove that with Therapy Dog. You're down to 1, you're down to 5. Remove the 5 from you. In fact, I can use the you on you, and no one has any stress. Perfect. And we're not gonna have an ambush. Full healed, stressed, completely de-stressed due to the magic that is dogs and pets.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I take the risk that this is trapped. It's trapped. Onward! Ooh, I'm gonna get a scanning report. This may be useful. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go in there and up. We'll bypass that trap. Granted, we have 100% trapped his arm, the Hound Master, so it's not like we have to bypass the trap. And this should be a boring hallway. Oh, we've got additional scanning. I think at this point we've got everything scanned. Yeah, okay. So it's just traverse the dungeon at this point. It should be pretty safe. We don't need food. Oh, that's a buff. We've got extra trinkets. Does holy water clear that? No. Well, yes. Just by debuffing us. Okay. We probably don't interact with that again in the future. Okay, so we're technically done with the quest. There may still be a little bit of loot in here that we can pick up from Curio, so let's try. Let's find something to kill. Don't think there's anything left to kill in here, boy. Man, however you want to describe the guy. Hound Master. There's nothing left to kill in your Hound Master. Sack is empty. And the last box with an extra portrait. Okay, now we're leaving the quest.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
I think that covered our cost going in. Syphilis. Maybe we need to send these guys to get healed. Got a couple diseases here.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Yeah, so we got one more delve. The boss is here. Inchoate flesh with the dark tambourine. I could probably pass on the dark tambourine. If torches below 26 is definitely not something we definitely want to be using. So what I might do is I might bench these guys for a week. To specifically treat some of their disease in the sanitarium. Like, rabies I don't mind too much about, but stacking rabies with syphilis is just... no. No. Syphilis has gotta go. Tapeworm. 100% extra food is fine. Feed him extra. The runs... yeah, that probably needs to be dealt with. So I could still technically build a functional team here. If we want to go after that boss. And I think the answer, if I can build a functional team, is yes, we go after the boss. Okay, I think I'm going to change up a skill on you. Because of the team combo we're here, we're not going to be in a place to use Blackjack. I'll probably replace that with Target Whistle. Quick check to make sure you're equipped with the newest fangled equipment. Oh, we get these guys all upgraded. I'm gonna be running real low on money if I keep doing this. I need to pick up the target whistle as well. Okay. How many trinkets we're just looking at? I'm like, think your bad plan. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Okay, we're gonna go in with a team that's maybe not as prepped as I'd like, but we're gonna try to delve this boss. So this crew into the Warrens. Again, we want to take a bunch of food and a bunch of torches, key, shovel. I guess that's what we're taking. We're not gonna be taking the herbs, the holy water, or the bandages, or the anti-venom. I think there's a quick, short, sharp boss fight now.
Rituals and summoning rites had begun to ebb, as each attempt invariably brought only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Surplus flesh. Oh dear.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
Okay, so my expectation is he's in the top right. So the gamble here is figuring out the cheapest way to get to the top right.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
First fight of the dungeon, we got surprise on them. Okay, got those guys stunned. Ah, he dodged. Oh, and I forgot to put the target whistling on. Let me fix that after this battle. I was hoping to be able to bring that swine down before he took his turn. No luck. Oh, we did get you low enough that you will die on your next turn.
As
Okay.
the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, bouncing around to us.
Press
Finish
this
off the
advantage.
human.
Give them no
One
quarter.
in the back will die on his turn.
Their formation is
Enemy team's
broken.
destroyed.
Maintain the offensive.
So we do need to be concerned. The man-at-arms here is the only one we can't
Slowly.
heal
Gently.
at the moment.
This is how a life is taken.
Of course, we're hitting the traps. Not getting as lucky with the
Ancient
searching.
traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay, we'll stun one. Target whistle the drummer. We can bring the drummer down. There we go.
Decimated.
Drummer dealt with. So it's just the carrion eaters in the middle here. And only one of them is not stunned.
Eradicated.
You go and try to stun the unstunned one. Ah, it resisted. Although, apparently not too much of a struggle for us, though. Let's just boop one.
Obliterated.
Okay, one enemy left. I think we get to go before it, so we should be able to bring it down before it gets to act. Actually, I'm gonna have you try to stress heal the party. Not very effective.
Confidence surges
Effective enough that
as
we can
the
bring the guy
enemy
down.
crumbles.
I think it's Holy Order interact with the altar here, so we're gonna pass the altar. We did get a scout off, so we can rule out some rooms as far as the boss.
The light, the promise of safety.
This is bandaged to interact with. We don't have the bandages on us. We get another scouting report, so we can rule out a few more rooms. Okay, so we know where the boss is, and we know where the secret room is. I think it's going to be more important to hit the boss first, and then we can backtrack for the secret room. It's going to be how we do this. Yeah.
huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Prepping to go into the boss. Not sure which of our abilities are going to necessarily be super great for that. Ooh, I see. These guys do not have the one we were doing. Preventing the ambush is not in the party. We got no way to guarantee that there is no ambush. Okay, can't do that on yourself. Shame. Dodge for the entire party. That's a no-brainer. Get extra resist. You're mostly a little stressed down. I might take the pep talk. Yeah, we'll do the pep talk. And then we'll roll out with this. Hopefully not getting ambushed.
The match is struck.
We're on apprentice difficulty, so the likelihood of being ambushed is pretty low.
Born. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Here's the flesh.
Contorting and ever expanding. This horror must be
100 hit
unmade.
points. Not immune to stun. Oh, I see how the play is. So it's 100 hit points for the whole thing, but the bits of flesh. Okay, so you've got Sanguine Stroke, so we really want to probably stun you. We can. Prevent you from doing that again.
Masterfully executed. The ground quakes.
Yeah, doing a good job of resisting its stuns. I think the battle's not going too bad.
Its destruction is a small consolation, given the
There we go.
implications of its terrible
Flush defeated.
existence.
That wasn't too bad of a boss fight. We're gonna continue because we know where the secret room is.
Brought low and driven into the mud. A fortune waiting to be spent.
Oops, did the wrong one.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Avoid the scrolls. I'm gonna meet a bit. Some mules that way. Got a bunch of wrenches. Ah, missed. If I had not missed, we probably would have got him. Would have avoided this vomit. Wasting sickness. Wait, it's not that bad.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Annihilated.
I'm down to 1 hit point. Go for the stress heal. Yeah, you might as well go for the bong. Because you don't want no heals.
As victories mount, so too will resistance. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Whistle to target the guy in the back.
Well struck. Destroyed.
Drummer don't get to drum. Just this one up front. Use a stun, buy us some breathing room. Although I think we'll have that target be applied. Go for the stress heal. Yeah, it's not much, but it's more than nothing.
Seize this momentum. Push on
Flash
to the
power.
task's end.
Don't think we need the dog treats, so we'll drop the dog treats, take the holy water. Here, we'll use the medicinal herb. I think we're gonna get a bunch of food.
Glittering
Get a bandage.
gold,
Okay.
trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Do I gamble for the treasure? Might as well. more opportunities to find more loot. After spending what we did before this quest, we could definitely use the money. Not a bad turn.
Another one falls.
This is a good going for the stress heal.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Or is it just merely a trick of the light? Those are the big questions.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
The munchers are munching. Food and rest.
Grievous injury, palpable fear.
Master doing work. There we go. Carrion Eater's dealt with. I think we'll use the blight heal.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'm gonna risk just looting the chest. I'm saving the key for the secret room. It's trapped.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
And here we are. It's the secret room. This takes a key, which is why we saved the key. And at this point, we might as well throw out bandages. They're not worth as much as the trapezoid. One of our guys can't even go into the dungeon again. Lazy Eye, Curious, Guilty Conscience, and Cove Explorer.
Strength, purpose,
The
and
idle
peace
man-at-arm gains a
all
resolve
can be
level.
found in the focused mind.
Okay, so basically you're telling me leave the men-at-arms idle. So we go in and try to level up the remaining level 2 heroes in the effort to get them to level 3. But I think at this point it's probably worth doing some level 3s first. Because we can always take level 2s in with a 20 stress hit into the level 3 dungeons. So yeah, question here is which level 3 dungeon do we go after? I think we're going to put off doing the Necromancer, although it is a little tempting to go straight for the Necromancer. Now, this wouldn't be the worst choices. We could go straight after Necromancer. Necromancer's up. Yeah, there is an argument to go after the Necromancer. The Blasphemous File would not be terrible. It costs stress to use, but accuracy, stun chance, blight strats. All in the Plague Doctor's real nice. Yeah, I think we might take the run at the Necromancer. It might be a little bit early, but I think we'll take the run in the next recording portion. Is there any upgrades we can do on the Reginald Dismas team? It's like nothing equipment-wise. I think we got to hit the next... Oh, I need to upgrade the blacksmith to get the next patch. Don't yet have the deeds. And then skill-wise, there is an argument... oh, and we can upgrade their skills. Skills are upgradable. There's also an argument to get swap Incision for Noxious Blast. The drawback on that is then we'd be much more prone to being disorganized on a party that doesn't have very much move. Well, actually, specifically, the Plague Doctor would have that issue. The rest wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, the rest wouldn't be that bad. And Reginald, if we wanted to have good maneuvering, he could pick up Holy Lance and then he could just push himself to the front with it. We'd have to drop something else, which is why we haven't done that. Although he could do Inspiring Cry from everywhere, so he's not useless anywhere. How much money would I want to spend going into the dungeon after the boss here? Alright, so let's assume we're going in there. What would we want for this delve? This is the ruins. We probably want to take some food along, like usual. It's meeting run in the ruins. This is second time in veteran, so we're more likely to get mauled. Probably take 10 torches. Shovel, a key. 3 holy waters. A couple herbs, and a couple extra keys. So we'd run something like that. That actually is with a decent amount of money. So assuming we don't whiff, we do have a decent amount we can use to invest in our heroes here. We can invest like 10,000 in the heroes to get their skills up. Which I think I will do. Especially on you. I think we'll accept that you're going to be less mobile, or less effective out of position. And go Noxious Blast. I'm gonna keep a little bit out on you and keep a little bit out on you. That might make it a little bit tight on the money. I might have overspent all the money, but I think that's what we'll leave for this part. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up quickly checking through the heroes, make sure we've got decent stuff on all of them. We'll have another part up for you if you're watching on YouTube tomorrow. I think we're going to go after that Necromancer boss tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break here so I can get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then we'll go in after the Necromancer. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck, a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.